It's hot. It is hot. Temperature-wise, all over the place. Welcome back to our channel, guys. Thank you for watching our show. I am really, really excited right now. Before anything, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into this. Wokeness in the school system. Oh my God. The best day of my life today.
Are you sure the best day of your life?
So far, man.
How suck your life is that this is
no, my life doesn't suck. I love my life, man. My life doesn't suck. A teacher in Loudoun County, Virginia, in the name of Tanner Cross, a PE teacher, 3 weeks ago went to the school board meeting in Loudoun County to express his opinion about pronouns. That's right, pronouns. This guy is an upstanding Christian. He's a great PE teacher. He loves his students. He went to the school board meeting after school hours. He was not working at the time. It's a public setting. Everybody can come in and state their opinion, regardless of what your career path is or what do you do for a living. Doesn't matter. Everybody can speak as long as you are in that district. So he goes and says he is not if the Loudoun County or Virginia School District starts implementing the fact that you have to based on their preferred pronouns, which in effect, and it's not part of the curriculum. It's nowhere at this, but there are.
You can have it. I mean, you can have this.
No, I get it, but it's not part of the policy, so he doesn't have to follow. The whole point is people trying to push this garbage on people.
It's part of the Chinese Communist Party's propaganda in this country.
So people are standing up to this garbage, to include critical race theory.
It's about time. I mean, we can't be pussyfooting around.
Right. Race theory. And so he expressed his opinion, saying, I am not going to do this to my children. This is abusive children. It truly is. A 6-year-old doesn't know any better. It's the dumbass parents that come out and say my kid prefers to be called a he or a she or a z or a g or a z or an x or a garbage, whatever the hell. So stood up and stated his opinion. And what did the school do? They suspended him. He was on administrative leave. The guy sued the school board, who oversaw the case, on Monday made a ruling that he should be reinstated immediately. Now here's what sucks. 3 weeks left to the end of school. This has a lot of people pissed off, including me. I was really pissed off. But the fact that the judge came in and said, this is your First Amendment right. You have the right to speak your mind at public setting, off school property, not in the school, while this ludicrous policy is not even in session. Okay? And this is the best part. 6 parents emailed the principal saying,
ask for resignation.
They're like, I want my kid out of his class. Only 6 students, because the parents of 6 students emailed the principal. Because of 6 students, this guy was suspended. This is pure BS.
But these are planned too. Those 6 parents and stuff is like a little. They're not the majority.
It's planned.
This is not this movement, all this garbage. But it's not the majority. Let me just put it this way.
I'm so happy
if you think about this country, even the most leftist place in this country, let's say California, federal judge just ruled that the assault weapon ban, which is assault weapon, we
lifted after 30 years.
It just is unconstitutional.
Yeah, man.
Because Because a lot of people, including judges, people including just the local, just everybody, anybody who loves this country, anybody who wears the flag, I was not necessarily born and raised here, but we love this country and actually paid dear prices to gain our freedom. Anybody who loves this country cannot be leftist. It cannot. If I drive, if somebody has American flag on their car, front of their house, I automatically assume that they're Republican. I just that's the truth.
You don't have to assume they're Republican. Then you could assume they're conservative.
Conservative. I assume that most likely they're conservative. And I'm not saying you can't be a Democrat and not be patriotic. I'm just saying all this anti-American sentiment is pushed by the left. And you cannot have that kind of anti-American sentiment, hatred, self-hatred, hatred toward this country, throwing it right and left in all sort of ridiculous so-called, it's not even argument, just nonsensical BS to the society and bombard people with the megaphone of the media that they have. All they have is media. These are just loudmouth.
Look.
They are not the majority of this country. It's just a loudmouth, and people are pushing back. That assault weapon ban
we'll
that
they
lifted in California, which is the most populous state.
What is it, July 4th is going to go into effect?
Because everybody knows that this country is right now under a direct assault from the Communist Party of China.
Look, let me tell you this.
They have war formation. We have the war formation over here. War formation, and it's just going to get worse. In this country, if the patriotic people, anybody who loves this country, love the gravesite of your parents and ancestors, anything that you value about your community, your ancestry, if these people come in charge, they would destroy it. They're literally like ISIS-like people. Any place that they have power, they destroy monuments, they destroy everything. Any cross on the graveside, they go and destroy this.
What do we constantly talk about?
We have seen it.
Propaganda.
We have seen it all over the world. And this comes down to it. So it's not about, oh, I just care about the country. No, if you care about yourself. If you care about yourself, if you care about your freedom, if you care about the future of your family, you have to stand up. You have to push back. Do not fear. These people, all they have is loudmouth. They cannot do anything. They might target with their special interest to make an example of somebody to just scare other people. All this garbage, force mask, all this non-scientific, a lot of forcing people to get vaccinated, vaccine passports and stuff. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many millions of viruses and bacteria, trillions, are all around? Are we going to get vaccinated by some lunatics? Okay. Demonic pharmaceutical.
Hold on.
Do I trust the pharmaceuticals? What they're gonna put in my body, even I don't know what's in it.
Hold on, before we get derailed.
Sorry.
Before we get derailed.
This is now we see nationwide.
Look,
is a
guys,
pushback, which is great.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Shout out to Mr. Cross. For standing up.
He has a good name too. Cross.
Yeah, Mr. Cross. Hey, he's a good guy, man. He's a good guy. Shout out to you for standing up for the students and for standing up for your beliefs. Shout out to the parents who show up to these board meetings and let the board hear what they're saying. And shout out to those who are recalling the board. At this point, there's a petition going on to recall the entire board because they are constantly, These
amazing. Are weasel people that they get into these positions. People they don't pay attention.
Because Loudoun County used to never be in the news, and now it's all over the news constantly. Good. And again, shout out to you guys. One thing I have to say: who hates America most?
I mean, I said the left. I mean,
Americans.
Well, I mean. Not necessarily.
Let me clarify.
Let me
clarify. No. Let me clarify. The ones who hate America are Americans, and I tell you why. We are immigrants. We are American, but we are not that American that people think. We came here for a better life and better opportunity. We are not migrants. We are refugees. Okay? There's a difference. Migrants, some of them come here with a lot of money. They have money to invest. They put in money. They get residency, and they don't care about the policy because they come here rich and ready to go. Then you have refugees. Refugees are mostly political prisoners who have escaped. They have political issues in the country.
War zones.
War zone. Well, not all war zones are refugees, but you know what I mean. For those who came here, worked hard, because that was what was taught. If you work hard, you can get ahead. Those people don't hate this country. Those people are actually the ones who love this country more than the second or third generation child who was brought up in this country. Because right now, who is loudmouthing? Antifa. Who is Antifa? Bunch of young punks. Majority of
criminals.
Criminals.
Murderous
They are
criminals.
young
They release them
punks.
from prisons. They get
These
paid,
are
and then
young
they go
punks.
coordinated by the Democrats.
And these are the kids who have been indoctrinated
in their own
in the
neighborhoods,
school.
in the minority
Okay?
neighborhoods.
These are the people who have been indoctrinated by bunch of propaganda in their schools, in their universities, by dumb professors who hate themselves more than they hate anybody else. So they reflect their hate upon others by saying what? You, Mr. White, are more privileged than you, Mr. Black, because the Mr. Black is dumb and you are making him oppressed. This is how they create propaganda. Okay? This is why people are fighting, because of this bullshit critical race theory. What they're doing is they're purposely saying minority groups are dumb, are disadvantaged versus the whites. Okay? Now, who are the whites? Are they talking about just the Caucasians? Are they talking about the Asians? Or are they just talking about the pigment? Which one? They don't specify. They don't say anything. The only thing that comes out of their mouth is you being white. Well, guess what? People from South Africa, they have very light skin. Are they not African? Are they not considered as Africans? They're from the continent. They are from the continent of Africa. They are by origin Africans. They do have light pigments. They're actually a lot whiter than me and him. So
I'm pretty tan right now.
And he's tan, and that's the thing. But this is how stupid some people are. They take advantage of your stupidity, of your feelings, to create this kind of division. You see my shirt? It says, when you have division, you no longer will have freedom. The freedom will go away. Because then the government will step in to take control of the entire thing.
It's honestly, it's the debate when this country was founded. The debate is like really simple. The founding fathers, we say, if you studied, Thomas Jefferson explicitly said, if we ever become concentrated in big cities, which at the time was like in Europe, they came from Europe, right? Mm-hmm. If we become concentrated in big cities like Europe, we are going to become corrupt like Europe. And this is 220, 30 plus years ago.
God bless
right
you.
Around, you can pull it out. You can pull it out. So if you're looking at the situation in this country right now, which Biden got like almost 400 counties less than Obama, and they expect us to believe that somehow he got 12 million, 13 million more votes more than Obama. Mm-hmm. It's impossible. It's stupid. It's impossible. We got 3,000, around 3,300 counties in this country, so not even 1/6. He didn't get not even 1/6 of the counties in this country. So you are talking about concentration of power because they want to funnel, they want to suck all the taxpayers' money from the entire country, spend it in a few locations. Yep. That's all the money is going, these trillions of dollars that they are passing is going into big cities. The only way before it is too late to fix this political chaos in this country, which actually discouraging a lot of other countries all around the world from assimilating our system anymore. A lot of, like, after Cold War, a lot of countries that they want to become a representative democratic and copy the system in US and the Western Europe. But if you're looking at it right now, even the countries that they had any kind of resemblance of multi-party and stuff, they said no, this is madness, this is crazy. We are going to go back to the single party. As you see, Xi in China, Putin in Iran, they're going to get rid of the presidency. Most likely this is the last time. And they're just going to be single party. Turkey is like that. A lot of countries going to that, and that's because of the failure and the decline of the West. And the decline of the West is because the power has been concentrated in a few big cities. Hence, majority of the people in this country either not benefiting from it or totally opposed to it.
That's what I call.
We are the majority.
That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying.
The only way to fix it,
electoral college system in the States.
The only way to fix it. This country was founded as a very restrict representative republic. This wasn't all honey boo boo come and just vote. Everybody just come and vote. Your cat, your dog. You don't know who can. Do you want me to expect vote numbers coming out of New York? Do I even value that as being valid and true? Absolutely not.
Nope.
They can just do it. I just don't. That's why they have no legitimacy. Any number, any things that coming out of any big city to me is corrupt by nature. I do not accept
Dude,
it.
they call them. They call them at 4%.
I do not. So the only way to do that, when this country was founded, were landowners. Landowner didn't mean, oh, you have slave. No, that means a person of accomplishment. Somebody accomplished something. You go through representative process. And then after that was obviously the party selections and stuff. And then you had the counties. Counties are very important because the boundaries of the counties are the same. You cannot just change it. So my suggestion that I've said, one county, one vote. The same way that we have the electoral system, we just do it one county, one vote. It will solve the situation forever in this country.
I've been saying
every
it for
state,
years.
so you are not going to be a hostage, let's say in this state, hostage to 2 or 3 counties, destroying the will of the rest of the county.
6 counties.
And I don't care.
6 counties made a decision for the
2 or
state.
3, most of it is like 3 counties. You get
in Virginia.
Fairfax,
Virginia was 6 counties in total. In total, the entire state.
The entire state, not even 6. Most of the times, like 4, 3, 4.
Yeah, but this one was 6, which I think it was illegitimate.
It would be, let's say, the same argument that they said. Okay, let's say Nebraska or Wyoming has 2 senators. That's the system that was founded. It has to be the same in the states. You cannot have a few corrupt places and then by stealing money from taxpayers and spending it there, they just in a fake, obviously they're stealing a lot of money, but fake economy, just boosting economy in big cities and obviously not spending any money in rural areas. And then rural areas, they have no choice for the young people to move to the big cities and stuff. And this cycle of like trying to survive and trying to things that if you have an option, a lot of people, they don't necessarily want to live in cities. I mean, this is not like 30 years ago, oh, I want to go to a club. I mean, you have all these options like internet access, working from home. There's so many options that wasn't available 2-3 decades ago, now is available. So this is a massive country, great country, a lot of resources. People can just spread out as they did at the beginning of this country. Most people up until 60, 70 years ago, they lived outside the big cities.
Yeah.
Now it's concentrated in a few big cities, and those, they cannot be trusted. They are corrupt, and they cannot be monitoring themselves. I don't care who they come to. Jesus Christ can just
come and call me.
Calm down right now.
Call me up, dude. I'll volunteer.
I just don't accept any kind of
on election day.
Any kind of things coming out of
on election day. I will volunteer to count votes.
No, it's just you can't. It's just it's corrupt.
It's corrupt.
If Thomas Jefferson said it, that's to me is the greatest, smartest American of all time, and he wrote the Declaration of Independence. He wrote the founding documents that this country is founded upon, the whole Constitution and everything, Bill of Rights. So if he said that, so that's game over to me. It cannot be concentrated a few big cities with bunch of lunatics and crazies. The reason is dangerous actually for national security of this country, because in big cities then you have all these weirdos, bizarre people with a lot of ill intentions, a lot of Satanists, God knows people, freaks doing whatever, whatnot, and they're influenced with a lot of powers from outside, because these are the people that they are more likely to be mingling outside the country and stuff. God knows what their intentions, and all this, the whole virus that came out that we said from...
Dude, it was lab made, man. Lab made.
Lab made from
No,
the beginning.
we were called. I was specifically called a conspiracy theorist by saying that
year,
for an entire year I called this is lab made. This was a biological weapon used to attack the United States because at the time Trump was in power. They hated him so much because he was giving...
It was their plan. They just had to
it was the plan.
Improvise earlier.
He was giving China the middle finger so bad that they couldn't take it anymore. So guess what happened? With the help of some people in here, they made it happen.
Anybody who is siding for the Communist Party of China or have sympathy toward them or just soft on them
for you
is not a patriotic person in my book.
Here's the thing. Here's when I say people are stupid. This is why. Chinese people have been eating bats, snakes, rats, dogs for centuries. Centuries. Okay? Centuries. Not recently. This is not a recent event for the Chinese people. Okay? They've been eating this kind of food for the longest time.
They're all Western nature. Anything moves, you eat.
And look, that's the culture.
It's fair game.
There's no disrespect to the people.
There are lots of people, they need to survive.
That is their culture. I have no problem with it. They've been eating this stuff for the longest time. People eat insects. People eat the weirdest shit, man. They eat the weirdest crap. Not just the Chinese, everybody. People who live in the desert, they eat freaking scorpions. They eat bugs. Whatever. Tasty. I mean, cicadas are tasty too. Cicadas are turning into tacos. But anyways, guys, you know what? I'm so happy today. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. This is a never-ending discussion. I'm happy. I'm excited for the parents who stood up, who are making their voices heard. Please continue doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it. We are gonna keep doing it.
Don't censor yourself.
Share this video. Hit that like button. Tell your friends about this. Make your voices heard. Don't let these lunatics indoctrinate our children, because all children are our future. And I tell you what, my kids are my life. Anybody try to harm them mentally, physically, in any way possible, I will counsel them. I will make sure they will never, ever have any say or word in any platform. Because you know what? I work hard to raise my kids. I'm responsible on how they are raised and what they're taught. And people who are in the school board, in the school system, guess what? I pay your salary. I pay taxes so your salary is paid. You have no right to indoctrinate any child, let alone mine. Any child. Okay? Children are supposed to be our future. If you're going to indoctrinate all children to become socialists and bunch of communist, self-hating individuals with no identity, you're wrong.
They are not promoting identity. They are actually
they're not
devoiding people's identity.
They're killing the identity. They're killing the culture.
All these like fake things, they're actually devoiding you from thinking what's actually important.
Of course.
What's important is the value of citizenship, us bonding each other, the whole nation together as citizens, not what color you are, where you came from. It is irrelevant.
And when I say cancel, it doesn't mean that I'm going to come and kill you.
So we need to go back to the roots. We need to go back to the roots, to the foundation.
Exactly.
Reassess what's going on. Make modification to the system if necessary.
Make sure your kids tell you everything that happens in the classroom. Make sure they tell you everything the teacher tells you.
I don't send my kids to
Well, your kids go to they still go to school, but it doesn't matter. But make sure your kids tell you everything that happens in the school, what the teachers tells them. Protect them. With that, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and we'll be back with another episode with a fun topic or controversial. Who knows? See ya.
God
God
bless
bless you.